If you want awesome products at great prices, check out the in the description. A fragile peace. The Thailand-Cambodia ceasefire, a precarious step towards resolution. The escalating conflict between Thailand and Cambodia, the most intense in over a decade, has abruptly paused. Following intense negotiations facilitated by Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, both nations have agreed to an immediate and unconditional ceasefire effective midnight Monday. This landmark agreement, born from a summit attended by key figures from both countries, along with representatives from the US and China, marks a crucial, albeit tentative, first step towards de-escalation. The conflict, which ignited on Thursday, has already exacted a devastating toll. At least 35 lives have been lost, and over 300,000 individuals have been displaced from their homes, forced to flee the escalating violence along the shared border. The scenes of chaos and displacement paint a stark picture of the humanitarian crisis unfolding, a crisis that demanded immediate intervention. The urgency of the situation was amplified by the looming threat of significant economic repercussions. With the specter of a 36% U.S. tariff on Thai and Cambodian goods looming from August 1st, the international community, including the U.S. and China, recognized the need for swift action to prevent further economic instability. The intervention of former U.S. President Donald Trump, who announced he had personally contacted both leaders, warning of stalled trade negotiations if the fighting persisted, added another layer of pressure to the already fraught situation. The Malaysian-led negotiations, under the auspices of ASEAN, Association of Southeast Asian Nations, brought together key players to forge a path towards peace. The presence of U.S. and Chinese officials underscored the international concern and the geopolitical implications of this border conflict. The agreement itself was hailed as a significant achievement, promising an immediate end to hostilities and opening the door to a potential return to normalcy for hundreds of thousands of displaced people. Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manet expressed his optimism, stating his confident belief that the outcome would provide a lot of opportunities for the repatriation of displaced individuals, the cessation of hostilities, and the rebuilding of fractured trust and cooperation. He highlighted the positive outcomes of the meeting, emphasizing the urgent need to halt the violence that has resulted in significant loss of life, injuries, and mass displacement. Similarly, Thailand's acting Prime Minister Phumtham Wechayach affirmed his nation's commitment to a peaceful resolution, emphasizing the good faith implementation of the ceasefire by both sides. Both leaders expressed their gratitude to Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim for his crucial role in brokering the agreement, along with acknowledging the contributions of the U.S. and China. Hun Manet specifically extended his thanks to former President Trump for his decisive mediation efforts. The involvement of China, a significant economic partner to both Thailand and Cambodia, and a close ally of the latter, is noteworthy in the context of the negotiations. The agreement outlines concrete steps towards lasting peace. Regional commanders from both militaries are scheduled to convene at 7 a.m. on Tuesday, followed by a meeting of the Thailand-Cambodia General Border Committee on August 4th. These meetings represent crucial steps in solidifying the ceasefire and establishing mechanisms for future dialogue and conflict resolution. Furthermore, both nations have pledged to resume direct communication channels between their prime ministers, foreign ministers, and defense ministers. The underlying causes of the conflict, however, remain deeply rooted. A long-standing border dispute, fueled by discrepancies in colonial-era maps, has simmered for years. Tensions escalated significantly in May following a brief exchange of fire, resulting in a Cambodian soldier's death and further retaliatory actions from both sides. The recall of ambassadors and the subsequent downgrading of diplomatic relations marked a sharp deterioration in relations. Thursday's violent clashes, involving rocket and artillery fire and even airstrikes, further intensified the crisis. Adding another layer of complexity to the situation is the fallout between Hun Sen, Cambodia's former leader and father of Hun Manet, and Thaksin Shinawatra, a former Thai leader and father of the current acting Thai Prime Minister, Paetongtarn Shinawatra. A leaked recording of a contentious phone call between Hun Sen and Paetongtarn, leading to her suspension from office, highlighted the deep-seated animosity between the two former friends, further exacerbating the political tensions that fueled the conflict. While the ceasefire represents a crucial development, its long-term sustainability remains uncertain. Experts, such as Tita Sangli of the Isis Yusof Ishak Institute, express concerns about the fragility of the agreement and the potential for renewed conflict. The deep-seated tensions and the need to rebuild trust remain significant obstacles. The path to lasting peace will require sustained dialogue, commitment from both sides, and continued international support to address the underlying issues driving this decades-long dispute. The immediate ceasefire is a welcome development, yet a truly lasting peace requires a comprehensive and sustained effort to address the root causes of this conflict. The coming weeks and months will be crucial in determining whether this fragile truce can blossom into sustainable peace.